Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you America's top foundational health coach, Dr. Joe D.
Welcome to Mindset Mondays. There is a hope today. I am Dr. Jody Bear, known as America's top foundational health coach. And for 4 decades, I've had the honor of bringing over 30,000 client patients through and to their most abundant life with a 1.1 million pounds of toxic fat lost with a 5% recidivism rate. Why is that? Because the body put in the right condition can and will heal itself. And during the COVID era, now over 3,000 of my clients have reclaimed, regained, and restarted their life through energy, creates vitality, which transcends into longevity. At 70 years old now, I am living proof. And you can be too. Just take our hands today. And I said our hands because of my esteemed guest. Take our hands and we will take you through your journey. Because the next pounds lost, the next health reclaimed can be yours. We're believing it. We know it. And it begins with all 6 pillars of health. Spiritual. Then we go to mental. Mindset Monday. Physical, emotional, financial, and social. Our guest here today, Dr. Annette. It's going to be the Annette and Joe D show. Isn't that kind of fun? I pronounce it on the different syllable that she does, and it's just the uniqueness of our guest. I can tell you Dr. Annette Watson-Johnson is a cut above. Of course she is. I met her through Dr. Nefertina Serrano. Birds of a feather flock together. In this case, Wonder Women flock together. And you'll hear all about this. She is the epitome of what we say in Mindset Monday. It starts with the mind. But if you can transcend the mind to the physical, but then take it that 3D, as she calls it, that trilogy step, to go ahead and have it be guided by the physical, that is living proof. And this is the living proof that you will say, this is a show that is absolutely what I say, Les Brown, it is possible. It is possible for you to find a whole new future right today at the end of May. Here we are at the tail end of May, going into, actually April, going into May as I'm thinking. It's just flying, boy. 4 months have passed in 2024. What about you? What about here? What about now? This mindset, knowing that you're going to be speaking with an absolute icon of a health coach and what she has done being guided by the spirit so she can let her mind create what she has done and do it in the physical realm is second to none. I'm going to say this before, and then when I introduce her after a commercial break with Vibra 360, one of our proud sponsors, but I'm going to say Genesis 1:29. When I became a vegetarian, I found this verse, or this verse found me, when my mama was ill with pancreatic and liver cancer. You know the story that I was able to bring her through 3.5 years of life, way beyond her 6 weeks to live diagnosis. And this verse appeared in my spirit, Genesis 1:29. I have given you every herb, every plant, every food. And I just espoused, not saying that you've got to do it this way, but I espoused a life of saying, if it has a mother, it belongs in the life and mouth of another. That's when I became vegetarian. And this is what I know. You will hear from Dr. Annette. You will hear and how she has done this. Annette, and is what I'm going to say, because together with like-minded, achievement driven leaders we can. And you will hear how Annette Watson Johnson has brought this all together in her circle, in her life. And we will hear from her right after we hear from our first sponsor. I just want to give an announcement about V Products, our wonderful Vibra 360. When your body is alkaline, and when your body is alkaline, absolutely amazing things happen. When your body is alkaline, you will be disease free. When your body is alkaline, you will have this immune system that we so desire. So keep it in mind and keep something else in mind. Anybody can pay full price, but it's right now through the end of April going into May that Vibra products are 50% off. So get your coffee, get the shrooms going, and get your health going with a little bit of what we call the best coffee in the world. Why? Because I had much to do with this formulation. Why? Because it has all 6 mushrooms in it: reishi, shiitake, cordyceps, lion's mane, maitake, and acacia blazei. So you get a full realm of this energy, vitality to longevity with none of the spike and none of the crash. Take a look, take a feel, take a listen to Vibra products now, 50% off through the end of April. And I also want to have a shout out. Many of you have seen Ivan Jacobs on our show. And actually, I met Dr. Nefertina through Kim Jacobs. See how it all just weaves together, like-minded birds of an absolute desirous to live by the spirit feather flock together. But Ivan Jacobs, I'm going to be showing his website up here in just a minute. You know, he's one that does have a condition called cystic fibrosis. It is something that does go into remission, but it is something he lives with. Ivan is raised, and he's very close to raising his $3,000 for cystic fibrosis. And I just want to give you his website. So reach out to Ivan and say, you've heard it from our show today, Ivan Jacobs Fit. He is a tremendous, tremendous young man, and he is doing so much for his cause to make a difference. So I'm just going to flip up this banner right here, right now, IvanJacobsFit.com. Let's go ahead and get fit. You know, he was on our show. He was a part of our Boca retreat, and just an outstanding young man with a real purpose and a mission and a vision. And that is my guest here today. Dr. Annette Watson Johnson is a woman on a mission. She had a vision, and her vision, after getting multiple degrees, and yes, she's a Maryland Terrapin, and I love it up there because I have many, many friends up there in that Bay Area. She got her doctorate degree, so she's a DR, and she's earned it. All right. But she's president, love this name, of the Dynamic Participators Enterprise. She has a non-for-profit. AWJ is the way. Annette Watson Johnson Products LLC, but it houses her Girls Run the Worlds with Pearls. Something that Annette doesn't know. My first non-for-profit that I've now turned over to a different entity that is taking it to the next world. Well, we'll talk about this because we had pearls, and in that light, I put pearls on today. But she is absolutely one that believes in holistic, as I do, not half-listic, holistic mind, body, spirit. She has absolutely listened to our Creator's calling. How did she listen to the Creator's calling? Because she knew without him, she would have nothing. So the Creator of all gave her this vision to create CMOS. Now, that's just not something you'd wake up. We're going to hear about it. Say, gee, I think I'm going to create CMOS. We're going to have a story behind this, but she is doing this as a vessel, CMOS and all, to just be a part of what our Creator wanted, our Heavenly Father wants her to be all she can be. She has her own podcast that is just all about her CMOS. I'm going to say more than anything, I'm so happy that she's here with our channel, Healthopedia 365. This is going to be a broadcast, ladies and gentlemen, that you're going to want to pick out, like, subscribe, and share not only my YouTube channel, our YouTube channel, Healthopedia 365, but do the same with Annette, because it's a really big deal. And she's a published author. You're going to hear all about this. So I'm just not going to go on anymore, because I'm going to let her tell you everything and about Dr. Annette Watson Johnson. And welcome
Thank
to
you.
MindSet. Oh, yes.
So
Look
happy.
at that smile. It's just wonderful to see you, my dear.
Oh, you too. So happy to be here. So happy.
And just flying in and being, all over. I know that you were going out, coming in about Boca. We're going to get to that, but thank you for finding the time. I know you're a very noted speaker, international speaker around the world. And thank you for finding time to share your vision and mission about what we are doing here. So just give us a little dose. That's fitting. A little holistic dose
Yeah.
of Annette, please.
Annette wear many hats. I wear many hats, and I do them out of obedience.
So you guys are getting ready to do
So
a interview.
what I did was I started my nonprofit organization called Dynamic Enterprises Incorporated. And I started this because I've always had a yearning for wellness. Even as a kid, I've always had this yearning for wellness. Information I just absorbed information about wellness. So the nonprofit is all about creating events and activities to help others incorporate wellness events and activities into their lives, their families, their corporations, their jobs. So that's what we do. And I've always been very creative when it came to implementing and creating new programs. I've been a leader. I've been a president of the Federally Employed Women. I was a founder of that organization for our Central Florida area chapter. I was a president of Blacks in Governments, the second and third vice president. I have been president of the Command Morale, Welfare, and Recreation on the job. So I've always been that active person. So that's when I started my nonprofit in 2017.
Because what you do is that someone who's active becomes an activist for what they believe in.
Yes. True. And it was all about empowerment. But that helped me when I began my nonprofit organization, because then I now have to lead those in my organization as the president and the CEO. Then I founded Dynamic AWJ Products LLC, which houses 4 companies.
Sure.
It houses my Just Get Well CMOS products. It houses my book publishing company. It houses my Girls Run the World in Pearls book collaboration and online store. And it also houses my A. Watson Johnson Properties LLC. So I own several properties.
From housing the houses to all of this. And you can see that Dynamic AWJproducts.com. And I think I've got to redo that, because it does have, obviously, with 4 companies, it has what I'm calling that pit of its many things. But
Yes.
Annette, I've got to tell you a little secret. My ministry, before Bob BM, before marriage, we had a saying that it was pink, pearls, pumps, and perfume. It's the 4P principle.
Okay.
And so that's why you see everything with me with pink. It still feels very good. So if you want to just adopt the other 3 P's in that, you don't even have to give me credit. I would just love for you to do this if it speaks to you. So there we've got the awjproducts.com. I think the thing about this with the Girls with Pearls, what have you been able to do to help these girls run the world through your publishing for the stories. And obviously, if their immune systems are strong with CMOS, it helps too.
Yes. So, I'm all about holistic wellness, like you had stated in your introduction. So I know that because I'm a PK kid. PK kid mean I grew up in church. My father was a pastor, and I have 10 siblings. So we were church, 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 church. So it's in my DNA.
You were the whole
So we
pew.
always, so we had testimony service. And testimony service, this is when you get up and you testify about things that you've been going through, and
Yes.
and how you heal from it. And as a child listening to the adults, I learned a lot from their testimony. And then when you testify, you blessing someone else with your information.
Yes.
So God put it on my heart to write a book. And he
Oh,
said, gather other women that have been through things that can bless other women. So I
there
said,
you go.
that is an excellent idea. And it just so happened that the women who stepped up to be part of the book is called Girls with the Z Run the World in Pearls. And it's all
Oh,
about
just
women
beautiful.
who have been through some trials and tribulations, but they correlated their trials and tribulations with the pearls in the bottom of the sea. All those
Yes.
adjectives that enter into the oyster, it creates this
Oh,
beautiful pearl.
beautiful pearl, no
Yeah.
matter what. And this beautiful pearl, here you're going into the sea moss. For those of you that don't know, and I'm going to dispel this myth, because one of my favorite women that you met at Boca, Lee Forster, we're both certified health coaches. We're those certified, all of this that we do. See, ladies and gentlemen, when you do your work out of abundance, I got news for you. There are 8 billion people in the world.
Amen.
Okay. And,
Mhm.
and when I started out, even 10 years ago, I'm writing a blog about immunity. And
Okay.
somebody said, are you trying to get out of a country that you need immunity? And I said, yes, I'm trying to get out of a country of disease. And now everyone knows about immunity. Everybody
Mhm.
knows. And I
Mhm.
absolutely
Mhm.
love, 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 love what Annette has here in the palm
Mhm.
of her hands. And oh, by the way, I've become a customer when I saw that Mullen product, because I know what Mullen has done for my husband's lung
Mhm.
function and
Mhm.
everything else. Okay, so now I'm your customer. I'm so excited. And I can say that with CMOS, totally endorses, totally know what something like this can do, because anything from the sea is perfect. Anything when you have
God created.
92
That's right.
eh, eh, 92 minerals. See, the word vitamin is vital minerals, and you need
Yes.
60 to be just above dead. Annette's got something here that is 92. So before our commercial break, how did
Mhm.
you create and what was your first product with your CMOS?
I knew nothing about CMOS. I knew nothing about CMOS until God told me. He came to me in a dream and he whispered in my ear and he said, just get well. Knew nothing about CMOS because then I executed because I said, Lord, I want to humble myself and let you use me and guide me to what you're asking me to do.
Mhm.
He led to this product called CMOS from the sea that he created. This is it.
Mm.
This is what it looked like. Straight from the minerals from the rocks in the sea. And he said that he led me to all the information. And that's what God do. He don't just tell you to do
Yeah.
something and then he don't give you information. He leads you
Oh,
and he guides you. And then he led me into the kitchen. I started creating a product. The first thing I started creating was a gel. I took this and I made a gel. So the gel is the original. It's called a Just Get Well CMOS gel. And this is your vitamin. This is your 92 vitamins and minerals. You take it by mouth. Now we know that in the stores, you probably get plastic vitamins. This is
yes.
why God wants us to get back, to, like you said,
Sure.
Genesis. Genesis. I
Genesis
have to,
1
he
and
gave you a
29.
message with Genesis 1 and 29, and I travel internationally and I speak on it. It's called Lord, Make Me Over Again, because he wants us to go back and eat from the dirt. He wants us to eat from the dust of the ground. That's
Yes.
where he created us from. And that's where the nourishment and the protein, everything that walks this earth eats from the ground. He wants to eat more from the ground and get the nourishment because he told us in the Bible, he created the fruit bearing trees for our
Yes.
food.
Yes.
And this
Yes.
is what God created. I didn't create, God created. All I did was took it, formulated it, and put it in a jar, just as God
And you,
created.
because you were obedient. And
I,
if you haven't looked at Genesis 1:9, do it, because I know, and I just knew that this time would fly. I can't believe that we've only got a few minutes left. How did this happen, Annette? Because I know that I know if it comes from a mother, it's in the mouth of another. If it comes from the dirt, it's good seed.
yeah,
It's good seed, and
yeah,
it raises you
yeah,
up. I
yes,
I cannot even begin to tell
yes,
you,
hmm,
especially Dr. Annette.
yes,
Lately, I guess when I've been saying, yes, I'm in my eighth decade, they said, how'd you do it? I said, one healthy mouthful at a time, one good
yes.
choice at a time.
That's it.
And
That's it.
you can do it.
Hmm.
Your ultimate health, your ultimate mindset, ladies and gentlemen, will
Yes,
be there with your
yes.
next right choice. I endorse this product. I believe in this product. I can't wait to give you my testimony with
Hmm.
my husband and your Mullen tea. It's just
Yes.
one thing after another. So we're going to take a commercial break about our next event, which is coming up with our three Healthopedia authors. And that we have Kimberly Meredith, who's a medical medium, Jamie Kerr, Mind Kite. His mental mind kite is unbelievable. He is now over at the Cannes Film Festival
Hmm.
in probably getting a film award for a documentary that I was just humbled to be a part of about
Hmm.
his mother holistically. Okay, you can't make this up. I
Hmm.
used I used CMOS as allowing his mother to bring herself back from triple
Yeah.
negative breast cancer. Now, I didn't
Yes.
say she got here because you can't, no surgeries, no therapies,
Hmm.
nothing cures,
Hmm.
no pills, no
Hmm.
potions and lotions, but the body
Hmm.
put in the right condition. Ken and
That's
Will hear this. She has been
right.
3 years cancer free, and that's what he is up for at the Cannes Film Festival with this
Yes.
documentary, and of course the incomparable Rex Sykes. So
Yes.
this is what I'm going to say. This is what we're doing with Kimberly Meredith and myself. We will be doing an Instagram live on Wednesday,
Hmm.
2 days from now, 3 p.m. This is our event. It is free. Why? Because right now we have over 200 registrations because we want to get this message out. Why do we do this? We want to get a message out. So take a look, take a listen to what we're really going to be doing with
Hmm.
the medical medium, Mind Kite, and the mentalist on Saturday,
Yes.
noon to 2.
Hmm.
Well, let's see why isn't it playing. Well, we're going to do that again. I'm not sure why, but it's going to go this time. I know it is. Let's remove and let's do it again. That's what I just love about real live TV. You just never know what it's going to be doing. So it is a free event. I'm going to leave it up there and just say, come and be a part, and we'll play it at the end, because we'll not only will Kimberly, Rex, Jamie and I be taking questions, but that's an opportunity that's second to
Hmm.
none. I'm
Hmm.
going to try it one more time. Annette, if you just bear with me, or we're going to have it at the end, because it not be playing for me, but I know you'll be playing for me. I'm just so glad that Dr. Nefertina just encouraged you at the
Yes.
tail end to come into Boca, to be with us. What
Yes.
was that? What was that experience like for you?
When God told me to go, go, it was something about myself and Dr. Nefertina. When we met at a international, we were, because I'm a traveler international, we both had a speaking engagement at the same event, and we met
Yes,
and our spirits just meshed. When
yes,
you
I
let
know
God
that about her.
lead you, and when he leads you, he's going to bring the right people around you, the right
Yes,
connection. And we
yes,
connected and we hung out the whole time we were there. Like we had been knowing each other for so long. We could finish each other's sentences because God has been good to both of us. But the experience was amazing because I trust when she told me to come, I
oh,
came. And I was filled with so much. I tell you, here, like I told you, testimonials are important to me. So when you hear other people's testimonials, I say, I understand why God called me into the wellness ministry. I absorbed,
Ooh,
I heard them, and I go back in my kitchen. I make more products. Just like when I started with the CMOS product, the first thing I did was a gel. Now I have creams, body washes, the Mullion oil that helps with sinuses too. I wake up every
yes.
morning, my nose run, I put that under my tongue. I'm good. I can breathe out
Over,
of both my
over,
nostrils. So CMOS,
over.
like you said, immune building. Immune building. That's what it does. It builds your immune system so your body can fight. But
Yes.
Nefertiti, we meshed, and I'm so glad she did because she said, you gotta meet Dr. Jody. I said, I sure do, because I know that our spirits meshed. God made that connection, and we're now connected at the hip for life.
Yes, we are. And it was just as connect. It was a drive there because it was a busy time. You've
Yes,
hosted events. You've spoken at
yes,
events. You're there, and
yes.
I know that what Dr. Jim and I are doing with the process. I know that what we're going to be doing on and on. That you are part of that. And in honor of this, let's just take a look at our project, our first project together. Thanks to Dr. Nefertina. Did you know that you were going to be in the middle of Annette and Jody today? Because you certainly are. Let's take a look, take a listen to our anchor author for The Essence of a Woman.
Yes.
Well, we're just having a sound problem today, aren't we? Well, you know what? I'm just going to say, you tell us why this is so important to you. Why did you say yes,
You know what?
Essence of
It
a
is
Woman?
so the essence of a woman. It is so ironic because I'm preparing to grace the cover of a magazine with other collaborators, and I entitled that article that we're going to be in the introductory article to our pages, the essence of St. Louis, Missouri. The women, we are the essence of St. Louis, Missouri. How did that happen?
Well,
How did that happen? Knew nothing about your project. When I told that to Dr. Nefertina, she said, you're supposed to be part of this project. The
oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, our next book, The Essence of a Woman, we're still toying with this, whether it's going to
Mhm.
be Unleash the Feminine Soul or Unleash the Power of the Universe, because we
Yeah,
are both. We are
yeah.
both. So when is that coming out, Annette?
June 1st. June 1st, we'll be
So
on the
it's
cover. And we'll have
there
our
June
articles in the
1st.
magazine.
We're
Yeah.
going to bring you back. We're going to bring you back to it.
Okay.
As we go and through this, we've got the 8th that we're doing here on our book launch, and it's a power number. But talk about a power woman. I just want you to mark June 1st, the essence of St. Louis. I guess meet me in St. Louis, Louis. That's
Yes.
just it. Oh my goodness gracious. So
Oh,
if you want to give us one last word about mindset, what would it be?
well, because I believe in holistic, you have to be balanced mentally,
Yes.
physically, and spiritually. You got to incorporate and make sure those are balanced. If you're not taking care of your body, your mind is not going to think right. It's going to be foggy. Then you're going to start
Yes.
doubting God. Why did God forsake me? They all have to be balanced. And it starts with what we eat. It starts with what you put in your body and put on your body. That's why I started creating creams, because God said your immune system is also your skin. Your skin is an immune
Yes.
system. So don't
Oh,
forget
yes.
that. Keep
It comes
God.
in from your liver, so it quivers.
Yes. Yes. I like that. Yes. So just
Oh,
remember,
yes.
balance, put God into everything. Spiritually, stay connected. Physically,
Yes.
physically, and mental, physical, and spiritual. Stay balanced.
Yes.
Incorporate all three into your life every single day.
Because there's a reason why it's a triangle. I can truthfully say that,
Mhm.
yes, we're going over by a minute. I don't care. I've got to say, Annette, Dr.
Yes.
Annette, and,
Yes.
and, and you
Yes.
are the wow woman behind this. Just get well. You are the
Yes.
wow woman behind the Johnson, listening to the son of our creator. See,
Yes.
your name just weaves everything right in there. And your parents knew what they were doing, having all
Yes.
these children, because you, my dear, are a perfect
Yes.
10. So
Yes. Thank
let's just get
you.
this book written. Let's get these products out. Let's just boost our immune
Yes.
system and join us Saturday. As we said, we've got the picture. Join us Saturday to really be inspired and get fired up. It is a free event. Why are we doing it for free? Because nothing beats free. But look and try some of these dynamic products from this dynamic woman. My goodness, dynamic AWJ products with a plural, because she is Annette. Thank you for gracing our stage. Thank you for making my end of April just dynamic as you. So let's do this again, shall we?
Yes, please do. Please do. Please do. I
So,
would love it.
And as we say, it's like in every day, in every way, we just have a great healthopedia kind of day, because it's 365. We keep it alive. Healthy choices will be the key. Annette, thank you for being my guest, and have an awesome, awesome day, as awesome as you. So that means it is off the charts.
Yes.
See you soon. See you tonight.
All right.
Ciao for now.
Bye-bye.